What is up, football fans? We are back with another episode of King of Kenan. This week's episode, on the last stream, we were able to knock off Clemson offline because I thought I was going to get smashed. We were able to knock off Notre Dame. We'll go over that in a second. But we shocked the football world. That was an upset that no one saw coming, and we still didn't get ranked. We got no respect in the rankings. Notre Dame fell from number 2 in the country to 12. Clemson got knocked out of the top 25 altogether. And here we are, still sitting unranked. So tonight, we're going to try to harness that anger and take it out against Pittsburgh, at Pittsburgh, in what is not necessarily a rivalry. Kind of like I talked about Clemson. They're another team that plays Carolina very tough every time. And a team that, if we're going to have success, we're going to have to find ways to beat. Their defense, Pat Narduzzi, they are a tough team. They always play gritty football. We're going to have to overcome that in today's video. Speaking of Notre Dame, so that game, I had intentions of streaming it, and then my kids were a little restless. So I was like, I'm just going to run it real fast, take the L offline, and then keep moving. But the unexpected happened. Notre Dame turned the ball over 4 times. They threw 4 interceptions, all ugly ones. 2 went back, or at least 1 was a pick 6. It may have been 2. Carolina turned the ball over 0 times. We played a flawless football game. On offense, as you can see, we only threw for 186 yards. So that's become the theme. We can't throw. There is no downfield threats. We force-fed the run game. We rushed the ball 45 times for only 169 yards. But it was enough to get the job done, and we took down Notre Dame. We got ahead early. That was really the key, as we scored in the first quarter. And then we scored again. I think we were up 14-0 before they put the field goal on the board. Then they were forced to throw the ball. They abandoned the run game. They only ran the ball 14 times, and they started just chunking it down the field. We sat in that cover 3 zone we built where it has the 3 deep safeties, and they just kept throwing it to the safeties. I think 1 was on a underneath route, and then 3 were on deep balls, all by the safeties. So a big game. Individually, June had a good game. Edwards didn't turn the ball over, but he was sacked 3 times. It was just like the game against Clemson. So if you saw that gameplay, not much different. And then, let me set up my stream real fast. From there, we just force-fed June. 26 carries. Hall got a couple touches, but June ran for 3 touchdowns on ugly runs. He had to break a few tackles. It was not a good game. Their line outpowered us, but we were able to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. So I hate I didn't stream it because that was the biggest upset. But as you can see in the stats, there was no cheesing. There was no cheating. There was no lowering the difficulty. It was just a flawlessly executed game against a team we should not have beat. We're probably going to get checked on one of these next couple games, though, where the tide turns the other direction. So after all that, I realized that I was not on my screen. You guys couldn't see any of that. I apologize for that. But we went through the stats, so now we're going to move on, and we're going to cover. I'm going to sit in this screen for a little bit so you can see where we're at. If anybody joins in late, 4-0, still not ranked. Next game's against Pitt. As you can see in that far right column, though, the recruiting actions, there was a little bit of traction finally. We were able to get our first 2 recruits in the Dynasty. We're going to go over that first before the gameplay. We're going to end on gameplay tonight, whereas previously we've gone over a lot of the stuff and then ended on recruiting. So we're going to flip that around tonight. So our first commitment was Antonio Dorsey, Jim, cornerback. Why we're so excited? My man is 6'2". His speed is a little on the fast side. I thought this was a slow guy. I'm recruiting a slower, tall guy, but this guy is 92 speed at 6'2". Even though his zone is 67, if he doesn't have just terrible caps on that, he could be the greatest corner we've had. 91 acceleration, decent agility, but that 6'2" height with his ability to run well can be very dangerous. Talking about speed, while we're on the topic of speed, let's get into our next commit. Duke Spillman. His first name's Duke, and he went to Carolina. We love it. Speedster archetype. Another 6'2", but this dude has 96 speed, 95 acceleration. The rest of the stats don't really matter. You can see he has 74 release, which will help on the deep routes. Deep route running 72. His catching, we'll teach him to catch. My man is 6'2" and runs at 96 speed. Not quite Calvin Johnson, but somebody that if we find a creative way to get him the football, we may have another star in our hands. So we're excited about him. First 2 hard commits. The rest of the board, we've added a bunch of 4 stars, trying to manipulate not having to pay NIL on guys who have not offered until we have to. So we're holding off on offering a lot of these dudes. Our 2 players that we've been going for this whole time, we have the offensive lineman. It's getting competitive with Clemson. We may have to end up... what is Kenan? Kenan is the Tar Heel football stadium. Let me text you back real fast. Yeah, the Braves podcast fell apart. But we are here for football now. So Steinbeck, he is going to be a pillar on our offensive line. Willie Hand, we're having to pay him a lot, and no one else offered him. But he's going to be worth the investment. Got some other tight ends, receivers, defensive tackles. We're trying to work through a couple other players. Close to a verbal on our batsman and linebacker. And the recruiting situation is looking better than I expected. So we're not going to have to spend a lot of resources. But we're going to jump into the gameplay. That's what you guys are here for. We're going to jump into the gameplay, and we are going to fire up the Pitt Panthers versus Carolina Tar Heels at Pittsburgh. They play at the Steelers Stadium. I don't know what they're calling it nowadays. It used to be Heinz Field. I don't know what they call it now. But we're here.
At the confluence of the 3 rivers is Acrisure Stadium.
We have to throw the ball tonight. Our passing game has to improve.
Take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College football. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Narduzzi before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team.
They're going to have stadium pulse. It's not going to be as severe as Clemson, so hopefully we can run the ball. Hopefully we can establish some of that, get their stadium pulse down so we can see our routes. I'm going to try to monitor the chat a little bit better tonight. Hopefully the audio is clear. I worked on the ducking. Also made a controller switch. So I don't know if that's going to help or hurt. I'm going to try that out. 7 catches for Thurman are
So in North Carolina, Tar Heels offense will have the ball first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
We're going to try to run the ball, hit the middle a lot more. We're going to throw. We're going to try to throw more. But we got to get the run started. That's the most important part.
Has to have a plan for him.
There he goes.
He can break 1 or 2 big ones.
But not before he gets 10.
Try to go to that real fast.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
Okay. So we have, it's not as severe as Clemson, so I can at least see my routes.
Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch. It's
We're getting a little more comfortable with our quarterback.
Makes the immediate tackle, but
that makes a big difference.
If you're going to complete
being able to find our routes.
In the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback.
No easy interceptions. That's the name of the game.
Where you're throwing the football, he's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
I don't know if the jet touch pass will work this early, but we're going to try it out.
10 on that one. And the Tar Heels will snap it.
Jordan Ship, get him the ball. Get him a couple catches easy. Go to block, go to block, go to block, go to block. Should have stayed outside. I couldn't tell if he was actually going to hold that block or not.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players.
Happy to see it. Love to see it.
You saw it right there.
Ben Hall has to contribute from the backup role.
The big fella in the middle.
We're getting very comfortable with our playbook.
Such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game.
X and circle.
Forcing contact.
Circle can get open. Nope.
Owning the line
faster than you. Faster than you.
Slides past the sticks and he converts on
Billy Edwards isn't slow. he does
You're
enough.
just seeing the experience this guy
We're
has,
gonna hope
right?
X drags open
That initially he's
on
flushed
that
out
cross.
of
If not, we're gonna dunk it
Nothing's
down to
open,
square.
And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the
Now we're gonna
defense
go to the
isn't,
run.
and
We're
he's
gonna
able to
try to
attack
do
that
motion,
space
lead
and
outside
see
zone.
a positive
That has
play.
become our comfort
The
play.
Tar Heels will try to put one on the
Tight end's
board
gonna
on
drag or motion across and lead block for us.
They'll try to get it in with
And then
the
all you gotta do is get to the corner. Beat him to the pylon.
And they
6 for the Heels.
for the score. Touchdown, Tar
As you can see, things are getting a little easier. We're moving the ball a little bit better than last video.
To script their opening 10 plays.
A little more believable we beat Notre Dame.
Over and over and over
I couldn't believe it, dude.
throughout the week.
I was
You
shocked.
saw flawless
Even when I was up 21, I was like, we're gonna find a way to blow
by
this.
the offense. A nice job mixing it,
But
pass and run.
that's
get
college
different
football.
guys
They
involved
lost to,
here
is it
early.
Northern Illinois last year or the year
With a
prior?
nice run
And still made the
late.
national
What a
championship.
great
So
job
crazy things
to
happen.
Control this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
I think that was 2 years ago.
Panthers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And they are coming off a sensational
So we
performance.
try to stay in some base
Quarterback who's
defenses.
hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having played the position, when
Base
you have a big
defenses
game, you just
of
can't
cover
wait to
3.
get back out there again
And then we'll drop into our
David last
free safety
time,
coverage.
making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent.
We are still weak against the run,
Up and
but
down the field
if
in
you get them
front of
behind,
the
they
end
can't
zone.
run.
And you know he's
That's the
excited
key.
to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose.
Our linebackers are making plays, though. It's tough, dude. That 3 safety look is my favorite addition to this game. So if you're new to this gameplay, I have 3 safeties back there playing a straight cover 3. Play Tampa 2 out of it. This is Tampa 2 out of it. But my safety just sits in the middle of the field. And I have my fastest player sitting right there in the middle of the field.
Got his man on the outside.
So he has like 96 speed right in the middle. So he can run sideline to sideline. And my other 2 safeties are fast enough, 90-some speed, to cover a lot of the field, making my corners only have to play the flats. And so they're jumping routes in the flats. Go, baby. So I'm going to cut it back.
Oh, he got loose.
All right.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him.
We're going to go for a shot play. I'm try to hit him with the wheel.
Back in the Tar Heels, so pleased to send the offense back.
If they jump, if they sit on that, we're going Sadler in the flat.
Back to work with this 7-0
Wide open.
lead. Right on the money.
That's the punt returner. As you can see, he's the punt returner. He's also our 3rd string corner. He plays both sides of the ball. He's super versatile. True freshman.
Now it's 2nd and 5.
I'm running against this front. Yeah, we're running 100% against that front.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Okay.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Should have stayed in that, but that's
Well,
okay.
they're going RPO. Nice
We're gonna
job
motion
handing
drag.
off and really good
We'll
vision.
just get him the ball.
Just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive balance.
That didn't go well. That didn't go well, but he's fast enough. Billy's fast enough.
Doing him, breaks into the open.
We didn't trust Billy running the first couple games,
Pushed out at
but if he gets hurt, he gets hurt. I mean, you gotta at least try it. You gotta try to get him involved.
takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great
So
job.
Thurman on this
of
crosser,
integrity.
we ran it once and didn't get open. But there are plays that, for whatever reason, the defense just falls asleep on him.
That you have to play.
Like that one. He was wide. He wasn't wide open, but I think I could have threw him open.
Better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Just didn't have time. The line's still trash. We're gonna build up the line. It's still the weak link of the team.
See if they can find some running room on the right here.
We're gonna recruit that heavily.
Picks up a couple down.
All right, we're gonna go with wide trail. That is one of our comfort plays.
The offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone.
Thurman on this little cut route.
Near the line of scrimmage,
The
trying to
drag
get
might open up.
is good,
If not,
but I'm
Thurman's
gonna
there.
challenge them. I'm not-
He held on to it. Thurman's like an 82 overall, but he has good hands, great route running. If we can bring him back next year, he might win tight end of the year.
Long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are
82 overall. He's got decent skill caps.
got so much
Carolina got him
all
from
over the field.
Ohio
Lighting
State.
the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better
So
find
he was
some
big
answers.
time prospect. I think he was
You
4-star
better find a way to slow
tight
him
end
down
at Ohio
and
State.
Next possession for your offense. Like coming on the field, you can
Their
tell.
backup tight end was a high 3-star or low 4-star from Texas.
Right now. We gotta
So these guys are talented.
get some points on this score. On this
Just got to figure it out.
Using his
Stop the run.
legs, it's Turner. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard.
If they were smart, they just aired out on us.
2nd and 7.
Because our corner on the right side is young.
Off play action.
There we go. Get the ball. There we go.
That football must be
Much better gameplay. Much better gameplay. We're starting to find our team identity.
At least they fell on it.
We were not good.
It's fortunate to still have the ball, but also
TCU was ugly win. Clemson was a very ugly win.
From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic.
Stillman's fast, but you ain't outrun
They
Stillman.
make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punch.
We're going to be good until the first update. And when they do the first update and the gameplay's different, the plays I'm used to running aren't going to be open in the same places, and we're going to throw mad interceptions. That's how it goes every year. Get a little comfortable.
Nice grab at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight.
His all-purpose yards would be awesome. If any Carolina fans are in here, if you remember Brandon Tate, that's what he reminds me of. He can play receiver. He can return kicks. I think he had the record for Carolina all-purpose yards. I don't know if he still does. I have to look that one up.
On offense here early in this game, they're giving their bell cow the ball.
Middle slant.
There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, we're going to throw.
I think I'm gonna drag him the other way and try to set up ship on a slant.
Our guy is the focal point, but this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football.
We're not gonna risk getting double coverage.
Let's just get him into a rhythm.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play.
Double cross.
Down.
Drag X.
Last incomplete pass has him.
Thurman should be the only person on that side of the field.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards.
It's okay.
Quickly to the
Just get the
side.
first down.
David, that is a
Plenty of
great
time to do
security
big
blanket
plays.
for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands.
I need to bounce it. I'm not comfortable enough with the run game yet.
Stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Try to trap. Bring in our 3rd string running back. This is the formation I built of all, like, as you can see, everybody at receivers tight end. This is my heavy package. He breaks one tackle. He's gone. A good first quarter.
Guys, we've reached the end of
We're going to play smart.
North Carolina's
We want to go for the first down, but we're not going to do anything stupid here.
early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats.
Slot cross, drag the X, and see if ship opens up across the middle.
Down.
That's our first read.
From the gun, wants to pass.
He was opening, but this is too good to pass up.
Big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Working
He was opening up, but I couldn't
closer, a third
pass
down
up on that.
conversion, and they've
Run an
got it
RPO
at
out of this.
46. And the Tar Heels have this
He
offense
sinks
rolling.
back. We're going to throw it, but
The give to the lone running back. And
We'll cover
there was
both.
nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing some adversity on this drive.
we got to get Leacock open. Leacock is our fastest receiver.
Back to pass. Makes the grab. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
I have a play.
You've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are.
We're going to wheel Hall. Everybody's going to cross, and we're going to try to hit Hall wide open in the corner of the end zone.
Slot positions.
If not, you take the field goal. Not the end of the world.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking for the end zone. Can't make the.
That's the play. Poorly executed throw, but that was the play. I didn't think he was open, and then by the time I threw it, he'd already ran out of room.
The kicker. This is
I might have missed that.
Straight on
Yeah,
kick,
shake
a
that.
42-yarder from the right hash. Absolute shank.
My field goal kicking needs some work too.
Missed the field goal.
We're still not great.
Chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14.
I don't know how I missed it that bad. I thought I missed it to the opposite side.
Drive going to the air. And the physical
Okay.
play there forces
We hang our hat on
completion
defense.
on first down.
Bill Belichick's system here. We hang our hat on defense. Play some exotic looks.
The run inside. It's Turner.
That's Stillman too.
Gets it across the 30.
He's a junior transfer from somewhere. I don't really know,
Pitt
but
pushing the
he's
pace.
played really good for us so far. We're going to send a little pressure, Bouchide.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And he
And
was
get the
hit
ball back.
just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a
His burst is
little
so quick.
sliver of hope. Cover guys do their job, and
We're going to get back to trying to run the ball a little bit.
22-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns.
This is a play that in theory would work, running to the weak side, if they didn't line up in a normal balance look. If they lined up in a heavy man of some kind. I line up in it a lot and then end up running away from it. Just waiting for that one time that they have numbers.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that
I think this is Hannah's favorite play on 25. Power G.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative.
Go screen. Try screen.
Man, they've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Good pancake, and we're gone.
Turning it on. Rams in with the stiff arm.
He got the first guy. He has a Heisman level stiff arm. Like whatever the trait is for the stiff arm, his is Heisman.
The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10.
So number 2, Kakuna, we haven't got him the ball yet. I don't think we're going to try to look for him on this drag. We do a lot of drags. We're like Wake Forest concepts. But we don't have enough top-end speed yet to really do down the field threat stuff. We take who we can get. Don't turn the ball over. Stay in the game.
He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped.
We need X to open on one of these.
Still was able to help this
That's not a good pass. That's not a good pass.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies.
We're gonna flag for pass interference.
Pass interference.
We're going to accept that.
And the defender just way too handsy on that.
Go back to the run.
You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it.
I didn't want to cook this play. This was an accident.
Will gladly take a fresh set of downs
But
after
it might work out if he can hold a block again. This is usually our touchdown play, but
running into the open space. He'll be brought down
10 for 50 ain't bad. What I was trying to do.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down.
So this 2 halfback set, I want to run this more. This is the goal throughout the Dynasty, is to have 2 good running backs back there that I can swap and do some creative stuff with. Lots of screens. We're going to actually put this.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal.
Ben Hall, pride of Kennesaw, Georgia.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here.
Can't get there.
There's just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Following the play, there is a...
I don't have a lot of pass plays that I love out of this.
Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue.
Try to get Lee Cock.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal.
Take the field goal. Play smart.
Will extend their lead even further.
Play smart.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Play smart, get the win.
Out there to go on the attack. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship.
A little bit of D-line action. I don't love using the D-line, but sometimes I like setting up first downs. Try to get a sack.
It's Knight. Open space at the 25.
They went heavy on the screen game.
They're out to the 28 with a first down.
I run a lot of safety. That's a safety as the middle linebacker. We run small and fast. That's the defensive scheme that we put in with our formation subs and stuff. But you're going to see a lot of that where we just get pancaked in the front because we are playing undersized. But the speed is the trade-off. We're playing to be faster than them, cover more ground. That leads to the interceptions we've been getting against other teams.
It's
a wildcat. He's throwing with the quarterback or with the running back. Take that all day long. I saw 25 and I was very confused.
The Panthers.
All right, this is where we are in a good spot. We do really well in just base cover zone, something we can just sit back and make them make mistakes. We can't stop the run to save our life.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Could not make his way.
But the play that we lean on the most is this 4-2-5 triangle play here. 4-2-5, 3 high, 3 double cloud. And we play sticks and play pass. We get the most interceptions off of these situations where they have to throw. We know they're throwing. You can take that. You can't even catch it. They did not show up today.
He was trying to throw and they can't convert on 3rd down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today.
All right, Sadler. Put it in gear.
Here's the return.
So CJ Sadler was the Gatorade Player of the Year for the state of Michigan. So Carolina pulled him out of Michigan, which was a big deal. All right, we're gonna try square. If he breaks free, we're hitting square.
It just comes down to execution.
Or at least
too.
try.
Nice job
No.
out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal
I'm gonna
line.
get,
So they just need to be a little bit more
Yeah,
crisp.
I wasn't out of the pocket.
And listen, I think the first part was the most
Can't do that.
important part.
Mental
You put the
mistakes.
drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6
Okay.
points.
We gotta get something to get us some yards back.
The penalty
2nd and
pushes
20.
the offense back for
There's
the
no one
second
even out there.
down.
Unless I'm missing it, there's no one on ship.
Back, it's Edwards. They're working that
Stay in
left
that.
side.
Stay in that.
And he'll be smacked to the ground. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the...
They got somebody kind of over there. Not really.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down.
Can't take them. We're just taking the
He's gonna
first.
take off.
Take the first.
He slides past the
31
sticks
seconds
out,
before the
enough
2-minute
to
warning.
3rd down. They'll put it in play.
I'm hoping Leacock busts open here.
First down.
We'll see what this
And that's the
safety
extra
does back
freedom you
there.
get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down.
We got
runs
plenty
it
of time.
straight and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
60 yards to work with.
With a 2nd and long. Runs through a tackle. And he
You get another
is
playoff?
just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. On 3rd down, he drops to throw.
Go.
Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole
Punt it
lot
away.
of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
As much as I'd want to go for
The
this.
Tar Heels decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on
Get in
its
the
way.
10.
The leg ought to
Get
be
it inside the
square.
20.
Called
That's
on Slice
this
in
is
the
how you win
last week.
football games right there.
Opening
Field
play
position
this
battle.
drive comes from the
Especially up 17, we don't have to be a hero.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab.
And check it down all day long.
Good job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play.
We're not playing the check
2nd
down.
and
We're
5.
playing for the big plays.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Looking to throw on 3rd. Pocket breaking down.
I'm there.
Picked off.
I was on his middle cross and he threw the slot. I mean, threw the flat. That's the one thing I told you about 10 minutes ago. If all our guys have to do is play the flat, they're in trouble.
You know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things
We
can
force them to throw to the
You gotta
flat
get a
because
few
the middle of the
first
field's on
downs,
lock
get
with the
some
3
space.
safeties.
So if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact.
I waited too long for that to develop.
Now you set them up in beautiful.
I don't love sprint rollout, but I think I can backside triangle.
Bad play by the offense.
And if everybody goes right, we can throw it back left for a switchback.
Way to go.
No.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
He doesn't have the accuracy to run a lot of that stuff.
Defense putting on the heat and forcing the incomplete.
Try wide trail and end up with another field goal.
Really
This offense needs some work, man.
on this 3rd and long. Looking
We have a
at
quarterback. He's just young. If he can drop those dimes like that, though, we're good. That's all he has to do.
his way to the house.
He has 84 short pass, I think 82 medium.
For these guys as they
Deep is trash, and I think his arm strength is only like 82.
This offense
So
is
you have to be careful what we run. So if you're wondering why there's so many crosses and mesh schemes and stuff like that, it's because our quarterback does not have the arm strength to get the ball down the field. He can't drive it.
And that's why they're a top 10
So the dude's not wide open. I'm not gunning
down at the
20 plus yards.
after the return.
We take the short game. We try to break some tackles.
But they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes.
I think they're gonna run. Yeah. We'll give them that.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Now,
I don't like the
defense
timeout
made sure
mechanic.
everything
It shows
out, and they called it.
Carolina blue every time, even though we're not calling timeout.
They'll have
Quite
2 left
confusing.
to work with before the half.
I don't know why it's always in our shade, but home and away, that's been kind of, I don't know if it's a bug or.
And it'll be
If you want to throw into 3 dudes, be my guest.
Defense. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Setting up the screen.
Back. I'm going to take a timeout.
On the
Try to hang 3 more on him at least.
No gain. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their
If they would only throw it deep. It's the same thing Notre Dame did. If they would only throw it deep, they'd put up mad points against. Notre Dame started throwing deep late, and they started putting up points.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yard.
Fade smash. We're going to drag
Trying to put a drive together,
triangle
36.
and see if he opens up. We're looking for circle on the open,
They're going to throw
but
it
he's
to
not there.
Here comes the heat.
Square open late, but we're just going to get some yards.
Huge play there into plus territory.
We're going to try this on the flip side. R1 if he can break open. If not, we'll check down to the screen.
Back to pass. It's Edwards.
There's nothing open.
It's complete to the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
It's just tough designing a scheme around this because he does not have the throw power.
You could tell they were ready for it.
We're going to drag him. If the safety falls asleep, 14 falls asleep right there, this is a touchdown. But we've yet to have that happen. Take 15. We'll take 15 free ones.
But there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
We will take it. So we're at the 22. Okay. We're going back to the Y cross. So I think square might be open, X might be open. We'll see what happens here. We'll see how they play this. He was not, but he is. This is why I love this play. For whatever reason, the corners stay on the outside. The safeties seem to drift. And that X is always... It's like 50-50 he's open. So you'll take that percentage. Because if he's not, you just check it down to somebody. But that 15-yard range that we just hit, that's the sweet spot for Billy. Anything past that, he's a little sus. So we try to set him up with plays that are low risk. There's games, I think, Josh, you have to correct me, but I think TCU we threw 3 picks. Clemson we threw 2, trying to do things that he was not suited to do. Yeah, we'll hurt the quarterback before the half. It's fine. It's fine.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin.
Now we can lean on the run, and we force them to throw. This is what our defense is built on. Our defense has guys in the back end that can just sit back and play zone, and they're going to come away with the football.
We start with Stanford taking on the number 12 team, the Notre Dame.
There's teams in the rankings that have 2 losses. So I'm not really sure how we have 2 ranked wins and we're still not ranked. But trying to change that. It's not all about the rankings, but it would be nice. I honestly might sit in the same scheme until they throw me out of it.
Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one.
They can run it all day long. We cannot stop the run.
For this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
They really can, and it's so strange.
We will give you that all day long.
I don't know how to describe
down 31 and you're running just right up the middle. Have at.
And it's got to start on this drive.
Motion from the wideout. Running inside. It's Turner. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Surprised he made that tackle. That is a... Waters is a... I think he's listed as a free safety. But he's definitely a safety. He's not very big, but he's fast. That's bad. That's lazy. Do we hit the quarterback or do I hold him? Hold him. Okay. We got bailed out. Got bailed out. Okay. I'm going to switch to man blitz, mid blitz here, just to put some pressure on them. They're already behind the chains, so if they beat us on this, it's not the end of the world. Try to get a little pressure and then force a really long 3rd down.
Back to pass on 2nd down.
They tried.
Makes the grab. It's Kent.
Back to the 3 double cloud. It's tough to beat that. It's so versatile.
Now facing a 3rd and 1.
When they released playbooks, I saw this and I was like, I'm going to find a way to run
Gun
this.
wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He's going
With Carolina's personnel, if we just keep recruiting safeties, we can play 3 safeties, 2 corners, and then coverage linebackers, pass rush front line, and then we're in business. He's going to break one of these at some point. It's just a matter of time. Is this the time? Nope.
They'll get him down
A little bit quicker.
21-yard line.
We're going to shift to a run heavy approach here.
And so the Tar Heel
Try that over at halfback zone again.
to start the drive.
Still just not numbers. We need 2 on that side. 2 or even maybe 3. But 4, there's nothing we can do.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had.
We did good against Notre Dame, just running straight up the middle.
But listen,
Our center is one of our better blockers.
You know, maybe this gets you some spark. Maybe this gets you some energy.
Still not
Maybe
great.
We'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not.
Play I've been looking to run.
This defensive
Try
at this point, based on
tight end cross.
they're just trying to find things to build.
Look for Washington.
Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Should have stayed out there.
About 5 yards.
Could have hit him sooner. That's my own fault.
And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Not a good punt. We start the second half lazy.
Try to pick up some yards.
That's Sadler. Sadler's playing defense.
Done, and they'll mark
Sadler's returning kicks. Sadler's kick coverage.
the Pitt offense back on the field.
He's a
ready.
corner. He's a receiver. He's everywhere.
That last drive won't go on
Try a
the
little
highlight
pressure here on
reel after
first, and we'll
ending in
switch
a
back to
punt.
coverage.
They'd like to be more productive
Oh,
this
he
time,
pancaked.
David.
He just flat out pancaked.
He's brought
He looked at me and I fell down.
the 50.
I don't know if y'all saw that. Oh, that was not good.
Try to cash in.
They said that it's going to come in the patch. I don't know if it's tomorrow's patch or next week's. But the pancakes are a little heavy right now.
This time he wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Yates. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Swap
And
some other
quarterback
coverages
receiver
here.
on the same page. Nice
Get
job
some fresh
seeing
guys
the
out there.
zone.
I have a special formation sub for the
Easy pitch, easy
for our base coverage. So it's nice to get into some
Second
other
down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Nowhere close.
formations, because then we get guys in the game that wouldn't play otherwise.
Delivered the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wide receiver.
We're going to sit on 85 here.
Using his feet. And they make the stop
No.
just short of the line.
They go for it. We're going
8
past
inches to go
mid
for
blitz.
fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field.
I don't know what they're doing. We're not going to guess the play.
Needs it to keep
Should
this drive
have
alive.
guessed run up the middle.
There to pick up
Not
the first
not
down.
rocket science,
Ball
but
at the 36. Pittsburgh
if I committed to the run, they're liable to throw it over my head.
might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. No.
Peyton Waters.
Go on that one.
And playing linebacker at a position, 5 tackles.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line.
He has star dev, so that's why we're playing him so much as a sophomore. He has a chance to
Soften him
be
up with a run. Now to
really
throw.
good.
That's caught. It's
We're going to have to pay him, which is we're fine with. We're saving a lot of money in the budget to pay some of those guys. We want to keep our own talent.
Pick up the first.
We only, on our starting defense, we only have two players graduating and 1 likely to go pro.
From the
So if we
gun,
could return 8 starters, that would be huge.
Here's the heat. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. He hits
I'm not going to change my coverage for that. We're up 31. If you want to run the ball,
down and shut out in the
have
first
at it.
half, but finally this offense.
We're likely to have 2 draft picks, and they're both going to come from the defensive side of the ball.
It's Turner. He's dragged
Abuja and then
down.
Cost that had the kick earlier. Number 2 on our left side corner over here.
It'll be second down, and remember
Those
they
are our
can pick
2
up the
stars.
first without scoring. They'll move the
Cost, I
wide
think,
receiver
has 4 picks already.
to the air on second down. Bringing the heat. Oh, what a cut!
He held on to that?
Finally get him stopped at the 1.
Okay. We're going to mid-blitz 1 time and then drop into Tampa 2 after that.
And the Panthers have it with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself.
They're on the board.
Walks us in for the score. Touchdown!
No shutout tonight.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle.
We got a slow start to the second half. Try to get something going now.
The move from inside his 5. He was hoping for
It's a matter of time before he starts busting those.
Get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina.
So I haven't ran this yet. I have a play that I like to run. Motion wide receiver off tackle. And motions are plot to the backfield. And the computer's slow to react to this. So there's some times that we've been able to have some pretty big runs. He's not the fastest slot receiver, but that's one of our bag of tricks. We save that usually for when we're kind of hitting a wall. A little bit of creativity. That's the first one we've taken in the house, though. Pretty happy with that one.
And this offense is clicking.
Yeah. No shutout.
For this drive, but
we'll have to try again next week against Duke. Try to get a shutout. We're figuring out offense, though, Josh. We are figuring out the offense.
That one's going to get a little star mark.
That was the default play. I consider it a trick play. It's not really a trick play. This playbook didn't have any. There's no. Last year seemed to be a lot more trick plays. You had some flea flicker type stuff, receiver passes and stuff like that. I haven't found any in our playbook, but we haven't really needed it. So I use that as a trick play when we go to mix it up.
2nd and 3. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup.
We're gonna go.
On first down.
We'll sit in cover 4. I wanted man. I don't have any man audibles out of this. I don't know. If Duke is going to, next week, I'll play the Duke game tomorrow. But the Duke game, I'll try to start it a little earlier for everybody. But that one is going to be the most difficult because the athletic director goal is to beat Duke. So if I lose to Duke, I'm out 200 Dynasty points. If I beat Duke, I get 200 Dynasty points. So that's a lot. That's a whole star player. Like that's my budget that I'm spending on my star defensive end. So it'd be great to get one of those guys for free, essentially, if we could beat Duke. Plus, you got to get the victory bell. But they're always tough.
And that run really didn't.
I think their defense is pretty solid this year.
How important those 5 guys are up front to get on those defensive.
I don't know much about their offense, but we'll scout them before we start. I always get a little roster overview before I figure out what I'm getting into. Figure out who not to run against.
North Carolina's on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as
But yeah, that Duke game's gonna be a lot of pressure.
Take a look at how we got here.
It's at Duke. Their stadium pulse isn't great, but it's getting better.
And his first pass is incomplete.
Had a Duke fan in here the other night.
Man,
yeah, you can. That's okay, Josh.
Out of time. Like
they've ruined more perfect seasons for me on Dynasty the last 3 years than any team.
They don't have to be aggressive.
They always sim good. Manny Diaz gets some really good. I guess their perks are really good. Whatever bonuses they get. Because they always sim really good. They have like. I forget what the playbook style they have, but it's like Veer, something Veer. And it is just a really good sim book.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Lost one deep down the right side.
Tried to play the ball. We haven't got but 1 pick today. That's okay. So we're going to go back to the run. That run play worked really well. We're going to try just some more standard runs now. Trying to get June. Actually, we're gonna have to. When they press me like that, you have to throw. You have to. Even if I throw a pick, just it's disrespectful.
Lost one deep down the left side.
Yeah. That's why they do it, but that's like a pet peeve of mine. If they press man, I have to air it out. The pride got me there, man. I should have just ran it. Billy does not have the arm strength.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Sal.
If it was a closer game, I wouldn't have done it, but you try to air it out when they press you like that. If I had a better release, Leacock's about the only deep threat I have, and he's playing. I think he was playing inside on that play.
And a really nice job.
Yeah, I'll take 1 pick and 4 touchdowns. You can live with that.
They're in zone coverage. They're not
You can live with that.
man-to-man. Find a little hole.
I'm just happy I got 200 yards passing today, I think. I'm going to have to check that because I know I don't have 300. There we go. He blocked me right into him. I'm going to check the stats real fast because I definitely wanted 300 yards passing today. We've not been getting that. 200 yards rushing, 188 passing yards. Yikes. Yikes. Not good.
And this offense has just struggled. They haven't.
That's like real Carolina football. We got to change that.
Quarter to go. Like they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on. Something.
Give me that. Waters is going to be a star. I keep saying it. If you're going to be a fan of this series, you better get used to the name. Peyton Waters. He can cover. He has 80. I think he's a sophomore. He's definitely a sophomore. I think he has 80 coverage already in zone. And he's a star dev. Cut up, cut up, cut up. So a combination of a bad line, terrible throw power, and receivers that can't separate themselves. It's tough to throw the football. That is not a combination.
They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Try Y cross again. If Thurman can open up. If not, we'll hit ship on the crosser.
Be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
If it wasn't third down, I would have definitely kept going on that.
As long as you don't turn it over.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying.
Third down, you never want to go too risky.
They built the lead, but you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want.
Double slant, cross X.
And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
We're waiting for somebody to break open. We just need one guy to break open. He's there, and then just no time. Ship on the right side of your screen was wide open.
And also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just
he was wide open. Just no time.
For you right now. This is a big key for us to win.
They don't have anybody on ship.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throwing on the run. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown run.
Yeah, we're going to have to get some playmakers.
Couldn't hang on.
I'm not hitting a 45-yard field goal. We're just going to go for it. We're beating them. We're just going to go for it.
The only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
And try to slant him
saying, listen, it's
a little bit faster in case they get some.
You alive. So I think, you know, there's
they still need to get some yardage, man. You can't be throwing for 188 yards.
Nice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Win, lose, or draw, you got to throw for some yardage. You got to put on a show.
Last connection in the passing game.
He's getting better at those. The line's holding better against weaker competition. They did not do this against Clemson and definitely didn't do it against Notre Dame. Notre Dame, we had to do everything we could just to run the ball for 2 yards a carry.
Try to push this winning streak to 5.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down.
All roads lead to Duke.
Scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job.
That's going to be the shootout.
Off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen.
I'm going to go ahead and sub in my backups and try to get them some reps. Looks like they already did. Okay.
Both sides of the ball.
No, they're still in. It's a glitch. I think that's a glitch. It's something. Yeah, you got to get them in rhythm. That's important. They catch fire pretty easy. Mass sub starters, and then I'll turn right back around and mass sub reserves and try to get them in the game. Get some of the freshmen some snaps. We haven't done this yet this year, so hopefully we can rest some of our players for Duke. Nobody gets hurt. And then we get some experience for some of the younger kids. We have some depth. We just have to start developing it, man. That's going to be the key. Because some of these guys might transfer, some of the starters, and you're going to have to throw those guys in. So it's important they get some XP. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's a bad thing. We don't run that.
We'll have to boot this one away. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. North Carolina.
This is our freshman quarterback.
Ready to start the drive. Wasting
He is fast.
throwing on this drive. On the run, fires downfield.
Not that fast.
Just a little.
I thought he was going to beat him to the edge. I didn't think I have to actually throw
I
it.
don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have
But
been
he is star dev freshman. The only thing is he's left-handed,
The intended target was
so that is not my
that's why that one fell.
preference.
Hit and brought down right
But
on the line
on
of
some of these plays, like tight end angle here, if the guy's going to the sideline, it makes it easy. So we're going to try Womack or Easter. Easter doesn't get any reps.
Nice job by the D.
Right, hit him.
quick strike complete. Ripping off a pretty good
Put up some stats in garbage time here. I have a play I want to try since he has a little more throw power.
Third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the
Find
field,
it.
you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route.
Here it is. Shock.
Good job looking that
We're gonna run
football in.
shock.
You can tell this
And if
quarterback
Leacock can get open, we're
has a lot
gonna
of
sling it.
confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't be able to connect downfield.
Yeah,
looking for
we got some talent, man. It's just a matter of developing them.
It looked to me like the
This year's roster is not good, but they're young.
coverage, but
Other than a few key positions that we're going to lose.
Have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered,
He's got to develop. That's the name of the game. Retain and develop.
The ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him
We're
taking
going to drag
a shot there.
R1. See if somebody gets open, and then let him run. If he,
Here's the pressure.
the backside pressure, if that wouldn't have been there, I was going to step up in the pocket and try to run. But
And the Tar Heels
at this point, this is garbage time. We're just trying to see what some of these kids can do. It's free XP,
catches it at the 15.
and it rests them for Duke. Rests the starters for Duke.
Flying down the field and gets
So-
it before he can even get started. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And the defense got the stop.
This is a very exotic look, dropping the whole right side of the line into coverage.
Sit here late. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
You know, like Smith's still in
So
there.
they move the sticks on the run. Let's see.
We need to
what
rest
they
him.
do.
He's a key to the defense. He's our starting free safety, or strong safety.
Around, he's got it again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
They're still not throwing the ball.
Now left in this one.
We've been waiting. We've been waiting for them to throw the ball down the field. Their quarterback must have 82 arm strength too,
The Panthers.
because they've not really pushed it.
Attack on this second and short.
It's like they're content losing by 40.
It's right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Spit's a star. He's only a sophomore.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the back.
Dobson's a true freshman.
And he's gonna
Carolina has quite a few 4 stars that are freshmen, true freshmen this year. So if you didn't see the overview, I'm starting quite a few of them, trying to get them some XP, trying to make sure they stay on campus and don't transfer.
Second down.
So that's why you see some names you may not see. If you're a Carolina fan, you may not have seen last year. That's where they came from. Forkpa here is a 4-star linebacker. I think he's out of Texas. Don't quote me on that, but he's one of the high recruits.
He's got it. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big.
At this point, I'm just kind of trying stuff out.
And the Panthers go back.
We're not locked in anymore.
Through the air.
We stopped being locked in at halftime, and I think it showed on the scoreboard. I don't think we had
He's gonna throw it.
hardly any points. Still,
Under fire. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
stay in Tampa.
Listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You
Try to
got
get a
the lead,
pick.
but here's what
Try to
I'm
end it on a
I'm trying
pick.
to get sacks. I gotta
Last
get
play of the game.
Like, I gotta make
They may
sure
not get
I'm
snap off.
knocking him off the spot.
Yeah.
Patting
45-7.
He got a lot of sacks late.
Stat game was not good. Again,
That's what you're supposed
we've
to
not
do.
had a
Keep
big
it
stat game on offense, but the first half we did enough.
Have the better.
Second half only
Go
14
out,
points.
show it. Don't
But
fool
Edwards
around
finished with
with
235 and 4 touchdowns. I think all of them were on crossing routes, on drags. But you take it.
It's like how many? How many can I win by?
I didn't run the ball as much as I wanted to. I got a lot of rushing yards in that one play, but that was with my receiver. That's not going to help for awards or anything.
It's not about the X's and the O's.
But
it's the Jimmies and the
we got the win. That is all that matters. We'll advance the week and do recruiting, and then I'm going to wrap up today's video.
More physical. They were
Take a quick look at the stats.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
All right. So June had 15 rushes for 66 yards and a touchdown, 3 broken tackles. No one else. I mean, Edwards had a lot of rushing yards. I didn't realize he had 75. Pip had the 180-yard run that carried our stats for the day. And if you're seeing this and you're like, why the hell is Jordan Shipp running the ball? That was that of an exotic look where the motion the receiver into the backfield and you run a 2 halfback set. Ben Hall didn't get it going again. Jackson couldn't get it going. Limited touches. We're trying to get them involved more. But right now, June isn't really getting tired because we're balancing the run and the pass. So he's staying fresh longer. And if he's only getting 15 carries, there's not a lot of need for to go further down the depth chart. But 66 yards, not terrible. We'd like to see him over 100 every game. That's what we're striving for. But we're going to touch on recruiting real fast, and then we'll wrap this one up. We'll be done here in about 10 minutes, if anybody's sticking around. If y'all have any questions on recruiting, let me know. I'm starting to get a better feel for it. As we advance the week, what is the over-under on if we're going to get ranked? I'm going to say 23rd. That's going to be my prediction, is we're going to drop down to 23rd in the rankings. Let's see. If we're not ranked again, I'm going to be a little upset. Start to take offense. So, Willie Hand is in his top 3. Hoping we offered him enough money. So these are school goals if y'all are new to this series. We're definitely going to get a bowl appearance. I think we have 5 wins already, so we're going to at least get a shot this year. Beat Duke is worth 200 points. The impact is 3 red bars or 3 green bars. All the marbles will ride on next week's game. That is the most important game of the season. We have Miami in a couple weeks, but nobody cares about that. We care about beating Duke. The Liberty Bell is the key prize we're going to be trying to get from the Blue Devils. They've had it, is that 2 years in a row? Maybe more. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, Billy's a bum. Billy is not good. If I didn't have to play Billy, I would not play Billy. But you see our tight end. He can at least get the ball to the tight end, man. That's all that matters. All right, we are 23rd. I hit that one on right in the head there. 23rd overall in the polls. I'm gonna look real fast. I'll set my practice plan because I don't really care about that, and I'll show the overalls, and we can see how close the matchup is on paper, and then we'll play it next week. I haven't really dove into the practice plan. I know what it does, but I haven't seen a need. The computer handles it pretty well. So Duke is having a rough stretch. They're actually worse. Why did I think they were an 80-something overall? They are 77 overall with a 79 offense and a 76 defense. Our defense has gone up 2 since the start of the year. A lot of that we've been developing along the way. Plus, Steve Belichick, our defensive coordinator, has great traits to help those stats. So you can see that really working on the defensive end, especially in the secondary. Duke, their defense is 76 overall. That is really low. I assumed their defense was going to be a lot better this year. I've not watched a lot of their games, but it looks like EA might have done them dirty. I don't know. EA's messed up a lot of shit so far this year. But I guess I'm not going to get to be a partner if I start criticizing them. But I'm here for the criticism. That is, you win the ACC, you lose a couple key players, but you win the ACC and they give you a 77 overall. Okay. I have hope now. I have hope. We might be able to run them out of the building too. It's going to be 77 degrees and it shows raining, and then the precipitation is 5%. Not quite sure what weatherman came up with that. If somebody could clarify that, let me know, because that just doesn't add up. Yeah, they got screwed, dude. 77 degrees with rain, but only 5% chance of rain. Maybe it rains in the second half. I don't know. But we're going to do our recruiting so we can wrap this one up. Right now, as we talked about last week, we have the 2 guys committing. We've not gotten into some of these other guys. They're on our board, but we haven't had enough hours to scout. So Carolina, what really hurts here is that they're a 2.5-star school here in year one. We only have 400 recruiting hours. We have a decent budget, but we're trying to save the budget to retain our own players. So we're trying to do recruiting on the cheap for the high school players, to save money for our own guys, to save money to retain our coordinators, and to save money to bring in portal additions for the key positions we lose. So because of that, we're limited to 400 recruiting hours, which go really fast once you start divvying them out to the guys that you really need. So as you can see here, we're Oklahoma offered this guy. So now we're either going to have to match the NIL or step away. And we need a safety, so we're going to have to match the NIL. So as you can see, if we beat Duke, we get 200 points. So he's going to be free essentially, but we can't let the safety walk. Even though we haven't scouted him, which is really not ideal because he could be a bust. But we'll come back to that real fast. He's closing in on a verbal, but Clemson is making a strong push. Clemson has a week 7 visit, which is this week. So there's a good chance that we might get outran for our prize offensive lineman. Not good. We will probably have to offer more NIL. I'm willing to do that. I said that at the beginning of this series. We're going to have to do that to get some of these guys if other schools start pushing us. So you can see here with Woolly Hand, no one has offered him until just now. So now that George has offered him, there's a good chance we've led this whole recruiting cycle. And there's a good chance now we end up losing him to a bigger school with more resources and a better setup. I mean, we can't compete with Georgia. We are years away from competing with the Bulldogs. They own the Southeast footprint, and we're just going to have to take what we can get. And if we lose these guys, it's going to hurt, but at the same time, it's going to free up a lot of NIL we can spend in other places. So if we lose these dudes, we're going to shift the NIL. What hurts the most, though, is we poured a lot of hours throughout the last couple weeks on these guys. So as you can see, some of these other dudes that we're putting hours into, they have no offers. That's what we like to see. We're trying to get a couple of these guys. DeCastro here, if he's one of the dudes we'll shift hours to. Nebraska's interested. That might hurt. We may not get him either. But we're just hoping to hold on to some of these guys. So there's not a lot for us to actually do. You can see here, this safety, I mean, we offered him 5 NIL. He's cheap. If we lose him, we lose him. He's 86 speed. Not the best. But year one, we're definitely trying to feel out the cycle to see how it works. It's kind of a broken system according to all reports for guys that have played multiple seasons. Hoping for a patch next week, so I'm not trying to rush a lot of this stuff and spend all of my money. What do they say about going into a strip club? You don't want to blow your load right away on either thing. And that's kind of our philosophy, because we do not want to just blow through our money. We don't want to put ourselves in a position where next year we don't have any money and we start losing guys because we can't afford to hold them. So we do have some reserve. I'm comfortable giving him some money, especially because we could still lose him to Oklahoma because they have a 4-star pipeline. We're still going to offer. If we don't get him, we don't get him. If he's ass, he's ass. But we have to at least throw some shots. I need 5 points to even offer. Okay, we're going to have to shift something around. Give me 1 second. Because I wasn't counting on that. This guy's trash, so we don't really need him. We'll give him 5 points here in a minute. Some pity points. But we're going to offer him a scholarship. Let's see what the bonus does. 200 doesn't even get a bar. That's crazy. Okay. I'm going to scout him. Before we all cut him a check, we're going to scout him. I think it should only take 20, but we're going to scout. So 90 speed, 70 zone. What are your thoughts? Is he worth 200 NIL? 90 speed, free safety. He's already got 70 zone. You can develop that. He's the number 2 free safety in the country. I say he is. I say that is a tough decision. That is what this game does to you this year. They make you make tough decisions. I think you go that route. 90 speed. I mean, to get him pass, Josh says pass. It's going to take 300 NIL just to get him very interested. So the question then is, if we pass there, we don't have a fallback option at free safety. We're going to have to take somebody in the portal, which I'm okay doing. I'm okay doing that. But I think you're probably right, Josh, because my gut did not automatically lean towards signing. We're not in a spot to go chasing against Oklahoma yet. We're I hate to say this because we're a major university, but we're at the stage right now where we take the scraps from the big dogs. We're at the kiddie table just hoping somebody throws us something. And I think that's what you have to take that approach. We have to take board off the board. That way we can lock up the rest of the guys we need. We can still get lucky. We're sitting at number 50. I'll pull that screen back up so everybody can see. We also can update some of this because we are now ranked. Yeah, too much for that guy. Yeah, I think so too, man. The way it works, the way the engine is built is they charge you more for not being a great school. So they're going to charge these other schools less to go play there than what they would charge us to come play at Carolina, because Carolina is right now a 2.5-star school. Even though we're having a good season, they don't care about that. So as we sit ranked 23rd, and now I can move this too. We are 5-0. I need to relabel my text files here. A little confusing. But yeah, I agree. I think it's too much. I think you can't afford to go that route. You can't afford to spend all your money. That leaves money for these guys. We got to hold on for dear life. I think maybe you sneak in a visit on Woodland. He cares about proximity to home. We'll give him a family visit. I think you're gonna have to do that to seal some of these guys, because with these other schools pressing, we've already tied up 220 NIL in him. I don't think you can afford to lose him with all the hours we spent. That is a sunken cost fallacy that exists for a reason. But where we're at, I really think we can get some of these guys. If he doesn't go, we can get him at Syracuse next week for a visit. Tell him we'll offer him playing time. I know he's not getting playing time at Clemson. Clemson will not start him right away. We very well may. So if we need to go up on his NIL, we might. Would 200 move the bar at all? Dude, what? He wants 225 just to go up one notch? I don't think I can do that either. We're going to stay at 190 for him. But we have 10 points to play with. We could put it on to Castro. We could put it on Bordeaux here. But do we actually need this dude? That's 86 speed. I don't think you do. I don't think you play. He's not going to play on our squad. We already got a corner. We're in the lead for another corner. I think DeCastro's going to be increasingly more important. We're going to put the points on him. We're not going to offer him any NIL, but we're going to give him 35 points. Part of me wants to go up more than that. We're going to flip him in Pride's points. These are the decisions, man. I sit here for way too long. I usually do this off screen, but trying to figure out exactly what to do, because there is no right answer, it seems like right now. This game forces you to, last year you could just do your recruiting really fast. You had a system, but this year there's some question marks. I'm actually gonna put the points on that dude, even though they're pressing me on Pride. We're gonna try to get Folk in the boat. Get him a little interested. Yeah. It's too expensive. I don't have the budget yet. If I was one of the big-time schools, if I got up to a 5-star prestige, and for y'all that can't see the chat, Spartan posted these recruiting points are jacked up too much for these guys. The asking price right now is too high. A lot of the main streamers have requested that they split, like cut it in half, because the budgets do not allow for the type of points these guys want. if you paid everybody enough NIL to get them on the squad, a lot of times that's like 75%, 175% of their asking price. So what they're asking plus 75% is what it's going to take to land these guys. So once you sign like 5 players, your budget is tapped, even at a school like Carolina. So the workaround now is to not offer money to these guys and just hope no one else offers them scholarship. And if somebody does, you have to dump and run, and then you wasted all your points. So that's the dilemma we're in now, but we have the potential to sign a pretty good squad as long as no one comes in with offers. And if they do, we'll turn right back around and hunt for guys that maybe don't have any interest. The last thing I wanted to show you before, I was messing around in here and I found this, and this shit's crazy. For the slide, I was looking and I wanted to add, is my watermark covering? I don't know if that covers it on everybody's screen. No, it should be good. The class rank. So I went to pull that, and this is what the top classes currently look like. This shit's wild. Ohio State has signed 7 5-stars. 7. They've spent 2,300 NIL points. Carolina's budget is like 4,000. So they've spent half of that on 15 players. They have 7 5-stars and 4 4-stars. That is ridiculous. Like, that is insane to me that out of the 5-stars, I don't even know how many 5-stars there are on the board or out there. Usually there's not that many. We'll do a quick rundown. So there's only 32 5-stars, period. And out of that 32, Ohio State has 7 of them. Georgia has 4. Oregon has 2. Oregon's recruited well the last couple of years. Texas and Michigan have 1. But you are talking 7 5-stars. They're number 1 this year. They'll be number 1 again next year. Like, 2 of their 5-stars are left ends. Like, their pass rush is about to be ridiculous. It is already, but I mean, that's how they stay on top. We have a long way to go. We're all the way down at 50. In the ACC, you got Miami with 5 4-stars. Clemson has 2. And then we're right there with Syracuse, Louisville, Virginia Tech. Florida State not having any is wild. That's an interesting sight. Georgia Tech's wild. Yes, they need to patch recruiting. It's one-sided for top schools. Yes, it definitely is. Some of these small schools can't even recruit 1-stars. Like, if you look at some of the smaller conferences, I'm not going to dive deep into that now, but like we went to the Sun Belt right now, their top class is going to have 3 2-stars. Like, that is not, and it's realistic, but some of these schools land 3 stars locally, which they've made it tougher in this game to even do that. But State having the best class is interesting to me. Good for them. Maybe they'll finally win something. I doubt it. Don't tell your wife I said that. I know there'll be some offense taken, but Carolina fans hate Duke, but as a Carolina fan, I hate NC State football more than I hate Duke football. I think I hate NC State football more than I hate Duke basketball, and that's saying a lot. And I know the State fans or anybody who likes the State will say, well, it's because they keep beating Carolina. Their fan base is obnoxious. But that's neither here nor there. That is a speech for a different day. But we're going to keep moving up the ladder. We have a lot of guys close to getting verbal. So the stages, they go verbal, and then we will go to hard commit. So we're close on Willie Hand. These 2 may shake out as early as next week. And if we get verbals, we may go up on the NIL. We got top 5 there. Closing in the top 5 there. We're already in the top 5 on Trufant. Pride closing in. A lot of these guys are about the same stage. Qualls, we hopefully will have him on the team by next week, the week after. And then it's just a matter of trying to wrap this class. The goal is 16 or 17 high school recruits. And then we'll target whatever we need in the transfer portal based on the openings. We are not going to be a transfer portal primary program. We're going to use that to supplement and offset. But I think that's going to do it for this video. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you're enjoying this content. Feel free to drop some comments in there and talk. I'm here to talk football. It doesn't have to be UNC themed. It doesn't have to be ACC themed. I am a fan of the sport. I'm a fan of all things college football. I'm one of those nerds that reads a lot of recruiting stuff. I follow everything on On3. I follow 24/7. I follow just about every site out there that applies to college football. So if you have anything you want to talk about, drop it in the comments. And I'm here to chat. We will take on Duke. The plan is tomorrow night. I don't have anything currently on my books, so we are going to try to tackle Duke tomorrow night. That will be the biggest game so far. We're going to try to come up with a little bit of a game plan so we can win that rivalry game and get our 200 coaching points. We get 200 coaching points, this dynasty takes a whole different direction. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. If you catch this after the fact, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new here. We will be rolling out regular content. Just really trying to push this 30-year run, trying to knock off those objectives as we move through season 1. Having a blast. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. I will see you next time on the Gridiron.